It's the Kink Consultant Podcast, where we're turning up the heat on all things kink and dating, relationships, and pop culture. So close the door, plug in your headphones, and let's get down to it. Hey everyone, and welcome to this week of the Kink Consultant Podcast. It is in countdown time for me for my Kinky Cruise at the end of April, and I started thinking, what am I going to do on this cruise? What's it going to look like? Am I ready? And I called up Lee from Concations, who is organizing the Kinky Cruise, and I said, hey Lee, I have some questions. He said, let's make it a podcast episode. So I am delighted to welcome Carnivale Risqué, industry veterans who have been leading the charge on teaching kink at lifestyle parties because they live the lifestyle loud and proud. I want to welcome Lee and Carnivale Risqué. Thank you so much for joining the podcast. I have 4 guests on today. I've never had 4 guests before. So let's start doing some introductions. I am going to start with Tank. Why don't you kick it off for us?
Hi folks, I'm Tank. I am one of the premier doms here at Carnivale Risqué. I am been in the lifestyle for 40 plus years, living it, and have been an educator in the lifestyle for almost 2 decades now. I'm finishing up my PhD in human sexuality around the neuroscience related to BDSM and its effects on the neurological system.
Oh my God. I know so many people have lots of questions about that. So that's super exciting. Thanks for being here.
I'm excited to be here with you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ellez. I also go by Goddess Ellez. I've been in the lifestyle for over a decade. I've been educating for over a decade. I love spanking. I love impact play. And I am also the art behind Carnivale Risqué.
Love it. Welcome. That's so exciting.
What is up, everyone? My name is Obsidian. I've been doing discipline for a little over 13 to 15 years. It's my forte. I love structure. I love protocols. I love everything that has to do with discipline. And I'm also really big into rope as well. I've been at Carnivale Risqué for around 3 years. Around 3 years, it's been incredible, and just super excited to be here with you guys today.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I loved every one of those introductions. And personally, discipline, the word itself gets me excited. So I sort of scrunched up in my seat a little bit when you said it. I was like, so excited to have you all here. And Lee, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me back. I love this podcast so much.
Thank you.
I'm the founder of Concations, which I started 10 years ago, and I'm absolutely passionate about organizing events. Concations organizes Kinky Caribbean, Swingcation, and the Kinky Cruise, which I'm extremely excited about to launch in April. Personally, I'm a lifestyle dom, probably 30 years, very much similar profile to Obsidian, into power exchange, discipline and obedience, whips, shibari rope.
Awesome. I didn't fully introduce myself. I say I was born kinky. I have known I was a spanko since I was 5 before I fully understood what that was. I had to get over a lot of shame in knowing I was into this from such a young age and feeling like a weirdo until I fully embraced this lifestyle. And I feel that even as the kink consultant, I am constantly exploring new levels of it. And we are going to be co-presenters on the cruise coming up at the end of April. So I truly could not have had a better group on. I'm wondering, how many cruises and lifestyle vacations have you all been on before? This is going to be my first one.
We have done 20 sailings.
Well, we do work with Lee with Concations, so we had the 20 sailings, plus our times worked with Kinky Caribbean.
But we've been in the business for 10 years, so we have hosted things all over the map. But sailings 20, lifestyle events, honestly, I've lost count.
Yeah.
So many. Alone in the last 3 years, I can imagine the last 10.
The real excitement behind this is that when we started with Bliss Cruise over 10 years ago, their dungeon was just a throwaway. It was empty. There was no one there. They hired us to come on board and start educating individuals and interacting with people, showing them that their kink is a viable part of sexuality and shouldn't be a separate from swingers. So how do we incorporate the two together? And now, 10 years later, Bliss and Concations are throwing one of the biggest sex-positive beach parties in Jamaica and Mexico.
So we're so excited.
We're very excited about the trajectory that kink has been taking as an educatable and viable play space.
When we first got on board, like he said, the dungeon was empty. And
what does it look like now?
It's full. It's a line out the door all night.
Long, stacked with 6 to 8 professional doms in the room. They're helping people explore explore themselves. It's amazing.
And so what we've done through all these years is we really elevate our looks. We dress up. We make it to where when we go in the building, you're looking at us and we come in with our floggers, our robe, and we start to do our thing with the music and show people that it's not scary. In fact, it's sexy. It's not about pain and all this stuff. So through all these years, people have started to really be curious about it, go to the classes, go to the dungeon, and really, really, really love it. So we are super passionate about turning people into a lifestyle.
And they're like super humble. It's more than just the cruises. Like literally we've traveled all over the world, all kinds of events, worked with all kinds of names that everybody in the community knows of. They're just super, super humble. So like literally when you threw that whole and places, I'm like, now my brain's like, how many is that? Because that number's got to be like way up there. So I want to dive deep to see what the actual number is. But you guys have worked with some pretty amazing people in the industry, and have just the amount of people that even myself, as going into someone who came onto the cruises later, now this is gonna be like my fifth one. The amount of people that even come up that are just like, because of you guys, because of this, being able to release shame, because of your class, like. As an educator, that's how we receive a lot of our fulfillment, is being able to help others. So me being able to see that of them my first time, and even now continuing through 5 cruises later, it's honestly, it makes me emotional. It's so beautiful because it's more than just the event. It's the connection, right? It's that dynamic. This is that energy that you feel. And this is why people are so hooked on it. And it's not even hooked. It's because once you feel something that is real, how can you go back to something that isn't? And that's all I'll say, so we can continue on.
Oh my gosh, no, Obsidian, I'm like leaning into that because you are the newest of the group. Can you talk to me a little bit, as me coming on as like a first time educator, but also my first event? What advice do you have for me, both as an educator, but as an attendee as well?
Okay, so I'm going to say as an educator, from educator's heart, right? It's the same thing as other teachers when you're in the classroom. Don't ever listen about, this student, that. Just teach open with your open heart and listen to others. Receive advice, but only takes what resonates. That's my first advice to you on a personal level. Then on a professional level, lean in on the people. Like, we've been doing it for 20 years. How many questions? We're not gatekeepers. Everybody has their own energy and their own sauce and their own recipe, right? So lean on each other, lean on people, trust your energy. As energy players, you know who you can lean on and who you can't. And also, one bliss. It's a big community down there. We all really do help each other at the end of the day. I would say go in with an open mind more than anything. If you're in the community, you already are, but open mind and open heart. Just communicate your needs. Like, honestly, it's so amazing. There's so much to do. If there's a class that you're like, I really want to take that, do it, because time on the ship is like magical time. It could be 8 a.m. and all of a sudden it's 10 p.m. in the back of something and you're like, how did I even get here?
Yeah.
So definitely pace yourself.
Yes.
I know a lot of things are exciting. There's so much going on, but definitely pace yourself. You don't want to be on day 3 in your cabin, not being able to keep up and do all the things.
Yeah.
When I go to my Spanko parties, that's the other thing. The first piece of advice everyone gives is don't use wood on the first day, because you want to be spanked the whole weekend. You want to don't go hard immediately, build up, give yourself time to enjoy every day. I love that. Now, are all 3 of you teaching different classes?
We do have a few different classes on the cruise. There's some specialty cruises for our feminine brand where the women want to go in. And one of the big questions has been about, how do I explore my dominance? And so we let the girls go and they teach a dominance class with the girls. They bring their heels, and then I go and sit in the bar with the guys and try to remind them, hey, listen, there's no shame in worshiping your woman. There's no shame of being on your knees in front of the woman you love. So, I kind of take them to an atmosphere where they feel comfortable and talk about, the shame for men, and they get the women ramped up and ready to work hard on the men when we meet back up after one of the classes. But a majority of the classes we teach together, and we do that because we have 3 distinct personalities, 3 distinct play styles,
Perspectives.
and so we touch everybody's perspective in our class: doms, subs, switches, brats, masters, kings. It's
all of it.
Fabulous. All of it.
The whole
The class that he's talking about as well is stepping into your dominance, for those of you who are interested.
And is that specifically for people who want to explore femdom?
There's 2 sectors. There's stepping into your dominance, and also one of the classes that we have where he was talking about is exactly that, is being able to step into your dominance dominance as a findom and her going over the different ways of how to use findom. Like, she's amazing at it. Again, you guys are super humble. I love it. Super humble. But absolutely, and him talking about the release and shame, that's also a newer class that we have that I definitely want to talk about later, especially with the guys. That's beautiful. Absolutely. But we do everything together. Life together, classes together, live together, everything.
And when you see us around the ship and not in class, you can still come up to us. We will still answer your questions. Like I keep talking about it, we really love the lifestyle, and our focus is to gain more members to our community.
Hey Kinksters, if you prefer to learn about kink at your own speed from the comfort of your own home, that's completely fine. You don't have to jump into your local community, you don't have to go to a class or attend any events. Now, I do suggest those things eventually because community and education are powerful, but they're not required to begin. If you're more of a reader, if you like to process privately, if you want to build confidence before stepping into anything public, I've got you. I put together my full Kink reading list, the exact books I recommend to clients who want solid foundations in communication, power dynamics, the emotional safety of kink. You can get it at amandadames.com/the reading list. Completely free resource I just want you to have access to. So head to the website or go to the show notes and grab the link there. Learn at your pace, start where you are. This is your journey. I love it. That is a mission I can get on board with. I also want to point out, it sounds like some of the classes you are teaching are some of those introductory courses, but with so much experience, you're also teaching some skills-based classes as well, right?
Oh, yes. It's actually pretty difficult trying to find the full medium between the two, but we do have swing it, swat it, slap it, and smack it. So you got to learn all your instruments, the techniques behind, in this particular class, the techniques behind impact play. We don't work up 2 whips, but we work up 2 whips.
Yeah.
So.
There's so many tools in the trade, and we got to start here.
Absolutely. I'm also like, it's like the bop it of kink classes, like how to do all of the things. Okay, I want to address the elephant in the room. For the longest time, and I've said it myself, swingers and kinksters are different people and they do not mix well. But even I've seen in the last few years, that is shifting, it's changing. And I'm wondering, do you guys remember a time where that was true? Like kinksters and swingers did not mix?
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Before we started.
And because we saw that, but we understood that the swinger community was open-minded, they were ready to explore.
Yes.
But, they don't have the full understanding of what BDSM and kink is. So they're scared or whatever. So we saw that 10 years ago. And we actually focused our business around the swinger community. So we posted swinger events for 10 years.
Yeah.
To the point that we actually created, we coined the word swingster.
So swingy kinksters. So yes.
We've created a whole community of swingsters.
But how did you bring these two communities together? Because that is mind-blowing to me.
So this is how. The swinger community loves to party, they love to dress up, they love glitter, they love the glam. We focused our looks around that. So we made ourselves, yes, we're the Kinky Crew, but we really elevated our looks. It didn't just stop at leather and kilts and a corset. So we really elevated our looks. Friendly, super friendly energy instead of imposing this dominance type of energy, more friendly, educational. With the music's going and we would come in and he would start playing with me, flogging me, kind of doing a show, but very tasteful. We never hit anybody with our floggers. We were super careful. So instead of them being scared of us, they just welcomed us and they just kept wow, you guys are cool. This is hot. Can I try it? Can I try it? And then we just started doing that. And then
yes, the real instance was that you had swingers who had an ignorance of BDSM, and ignorance is not an insult here. It's just you were ignorant of the facts. And the BDSMers a lot of the times thought that the swingers were too much sex, intercourse. And so we really styled our introductions to swingers and kinksters by saying BDSM is foreplay. So let me show you swingers how to do some foreplay.
On the dance floor.
On the dance floor. So then when you finally leave here and go to your playroom, now you're all jazzed up and jacked up. So we set the introduction as foreplay.
Normally at these events, they normally do set up a little dungeon space, but it kind of always, they don't really use it. They didn't know. So they would these parties will hire us so we can host the parties, get everybody kind of desensitized and calm and really into it. And then we would say, come to the dungeon after. Try more things out. And then instead of them being scared, they're, okay, actually, this is fun. Let's do it. So next thing you know, after the party, everybody's in the dungeon trying things out. We've been doing that formula for 10 years. We got on the cruise to do the same. So we've hosted every night event on the cruise with our floggers, our rope, and showing them. And then after that, everybody will start going into the dungeon. And now the dungeon is packed
From
all
open
night.
to close. From open to close every night.
From open to close, it's packed.
Yeah,
From 9 p.m. to about 2 a.m.
Before
every
before the door opens, there's already a line.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's even like a mid shift in the middle of the day, like called heavy hitters, because that's how packed it gets.
Oh my gosh, I love it. That's my jam. So now we have these kinksters and swingsters and swingers. And I feel like this cruise is for all three groups, right? How am I as a kinkster? I'm not a swinger. How do I fit into this, do you think? Like, is this a space for me too? I know I'm showing up as an educator.
Oh, yes.
Especially because you're an educator.
Is it okay that I don't live the swinger lifestyle? Like
100%.
100%.
100%. On the cruise, you have a variety of, not just, I mean, there are swingers, swingsters, and kinksters, but people aren't there just trying to absorb the sexual energy. And as a kinkster who is into energy play, you'll be able to find that you'll be able to reach out and engage with some of the swingers or swingsters in a way that's very energetic, and with your smile and your kindness, they've really opened up to questions and answers. And so as a kinkster, you have plenty of playtime as a regular kinkster, but you actually will be surprised at the amount of friends that you'll make across the board. It's really become a really, really awesome melange of people on the cruise.
You as a kinkster, you actually have like more playground space because you actually cannot have sex. You know, in the swinger community, you can't have sex everywhere, but you can swing a flogger anywhere.
that's
So-
a good point.
So bring your floggers to the pool deck.
Yeah.
So it's going to be this really immersive experience that I choose how much I want to engage or just
That's right.
watch.
Exactly. Yeah. It's your choice all the way through. And all three communities are pretty aware of consent forward. There's very, very few times you're going to have to, that you would even have to, it even be an issue. I don't even at all, not once have I ever come across an issue. Of course, with 3,000 to 6,000 people, you hear a story here or there. But even then, like across all three communities, consent forward. So that's even beautiful. Even for a hug, can I hug you? Can I give you a hug to say thank you? Like it's to that point.
Oh, I
So
love that.
it's definitely about like, what do you want to get out of it? What do you want to learn? The people that you connect with. It's every single cruise is different.
I do want to add that if you're listening to this and you're scared to go to a lifestyle event, I want you to know that you're more likely to get disrespected at a normal downtown night than you would at a lifestyle event.
Kink
So-
or swinging, yes.
Because they're aware of consent. A lot of other places, they're not even aware of consent. They don't even know what consent is or disrespect consent or whatever. Consent isn't sexy. You have three pillars of people who really prioritize consent. So it's a really giant safe space.
It's a safe space. I was just going to say, like, just because I'm not in the swinger lifestyle, I do end up at a lot of swinger parties because I enjoy the people. I enjoy the open-mindedness. Some of my best friends that I've met here in Vegas were at swingers parties. I've indulged in things. I'm just not a swinger right now. So I feel like, okay, but that makes a ton of sense. Do you think, because I've never been on one of these cruises, I invite everyone everywhere. I'm like, try it out, come with an open mind. Do you think baby kinksters, people new to the lifestyle?
Yes.
Yes.
Especially baby kids.
Yeah,
baby everyone.
Yeah, Bliss Cruise does a great job of ensuring that everybody feels safe.
Even if nudity is something that you're ashamed of, like you just can't, feel comfortable, this type of event will help you feel comfortable in your skin. It's beautiful.
It's funny the effect of all of a sudden you're the only one with clothes on around 2,000 people who are naked, and then why do I feel uncomfortable when I'm fully clothed? And that helps people really get a chance to normalize themselves, normalize their fantasies, normalize their desires, and all in a space where nobody's pointing and laughing and shaming. It's fabulous. It really is. It's a super safe space.
Awesome. We don't have this culture very much in the United States, but like the sauna culture in Germany, you just walk in and take your clothes off. And
Correct.
everyone's naked. And the first time it happens, you're like, whoa, but then you just realize, wait, no one gives a flying fuck. No one is
Correct.
looking at me. No one is judging me. There are too many naked bodies here for anyone to focus on mine.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I think it's probably going to be a similar thing. Just like the kink parties I go to, no one's like staring. A lot of people are in various
Yes.
states of dress and undress.
Yes.
You're gonna have so much fun.
We're going hardcore because my boyfriend and I, it's our first vacation together. And it's kind of a working vacation for me. But we met at a kinky party. My listeners have all heard this story. Like, it was a kinky weekend party for Spankos. We met there. So it was we've had this type of vacation, but it hasn't been like on a boat, going to the beach, really indulging in the vacation side of it as well. So I'm super excited about going on this. So I don't even think it's almost never too early in your relationship to try it out. That's my opinion. So it's worth going for this.
The earlier the better, because like you're gonna get along, you're gonna be with someone for a long time, build that trust, and then to reintroduce when you could just do it at the beginning and be like, look,
This is me.
what's up?
So my boyfriend and I hate to admit this, are super competitive. He probably also wouldn't say it, but is Kinky Olympics something that we can take part in?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
do it, absolutely.
Okay.
It's so fun.
Prepare me. Teach me how to win. What's going to be a Kinky Olympics and what do we need to be practicing?
Honestly, like, yes, bring your skills, but have fun. It needs to connect, to have fun, and kind of I think that it's more of in lines with calming your nervous system. Like, BDSM can be so rigid and so, like, make you feel like you have to be, but these games are fun. They're lighthearted. It's like, it's a really bonding experience. We do get competitive, but it's all in a very fun way, for sure.
All of my competition is in fun. I never throw a temper tantrum when I lose, but if I wanted to win, how could I?
Pay attention to the directions.
The block of instruction,
The block of instructions to be very important, especially because sometimes,
Listen.
wording. So listen to the protocol and then go from there and see what's up.
A great opportunity for you is to get about 10 feet away from your partner or have him get 10 feet away from you, get on your hands and knees, and you just start throwing butt plugs at each other. And
That'll give you a preview.
it'll give you practice time. So
That's just like a random Tuesday. I'm ready. Okay.
that's all we're doing. We're just taking kink activities and making them competitive and fun.
Fun.
Awesome. I can't wait. I'm particularly excited about that. Even if I weren't to take part, like, that sounds like so much fun to watch.
Yeah, it really is.
Lee, turning it over to you. What are you most excited about this cruise?
I had so much fun. I went on the Bliss Cruise in November, and I mean, let me just say that the Bliss Cruise is absolutely fantastic. The people that run the Bliss Cruise are amazing, and I have so much respect for them. Having, running my own events for the last 10 years, I know how much goes into it, and it's just exponentially more difficult to do an event on a cruise ship, especially with 3,000 people on it. It's unbelievable how much they do and how amazing the event is. I'm really looking forward to going back on it, but this time it's going to be with a bunch of lifestyle kinky people in our own little niche group, and we're going to have all of our fun things like Kinky Olympics, more workshops that are kinky, and ways to connect. And I just love being in these environments and being around all of my kinky friends and making new friends and connecting and being able to play and being able to live our and my partner's authentic selves.
That authenticity is really important. And just what things like this do is it allows you to live your most authentic, even if it's just on the vacation. You are yourself. We all have so many facets to us, and we don't get to show them to everyone. But at an event like this, you can choose to show every part of yourself, literally and figuratively.
Yes.
We encourage it.
One of my slogans that I live by is literally authenticity over acceptance. And I think that these cruises, for people who are just diving in, this is that stepping stone for them to be like, wow, I can actually live like this, and there's people that can support me, and there's actually genuine love here, and there's actually no judgment and no hate and no shame. That's incredible. I can actually be myself, and being able to
Imagine that.
show people that and say, yes, that's what we're doing, and you can too, and live your life like this and be happy. It's been a beautiful journey to just inspire others to do the same. Honestly.
Obsidian, I am going to hold that so dearly, that authenticity over acceptance. When you said it, it took my breath away for a couple of reasons. Being on social media, strike the balance between people liking me. I want to be liked. You don't get to like thousands of followers without that like need to be liked oftentimes. But then trying to pull that authenticity out is super important. And I want to call out that it's challenging, but so worth doing to put your authenticity out there and be yourself. In my opinion and experience, it's the way to live your life in the happiest way is to be authentic.
100%. We have a series of classes that we teach around that called Unleashing Your Alters. And it's about how to tap into all the sides of you and not just your forward work side, but now how do we find the authentic you? And then how do we get you to present that to your partner? It's one of our
favorite classes
because
science.
It really is about just how are you going to share your authentic self with your partner if you don't know who you are?
That is beautiful. Is that going to be on this cruise?
Yes, Unleash Alters. Yeah, please hop on that one. You'd really enjoy that class.
That's the first one I'm signing up for. It can be a lot to balance until you get used to it. Just your alters and really being able to tap into them and bring them out so that they each have a place in your life.
That's one of our most vulnerable classes. Yeah. There's going to be at least one couple crying. It's beautiful.
At least one of us will end up crying.
I was going to say, it might be me and my boyfriend with his hand around me. Vulnerability is the sexiest thing to me. That is probably the thing that turns me on the most because it's someone opening themselves up to me, being vulnerable, and then I also enjoy being vulnerable. So I am definitely, can you pre-sign me up for that class?
Actually, that's a really good point that you guys are talking about what you can do to get ready for the cruise. I would say download the Bliss app, the Celebrity Cruise app, and there's so much stuff on those things and take even an hour to go with your partner and plan the things you want to do because you can literally put the things you want to do on your own calendar on those apps. And once you get on that ship, there's so much going on and it's easy to just look at your phone and say, I don't want to go to the thing right now. No problem. But if you haven't done that work, they have over 400 events in 6 days on this cruise, and we're adding more with Kinky Cruise. And so take a moment to at least filter out the things you think you might want to do and also plan for the theme nights. They are a lot of fun and a lot of people, almost everybody gets into the theme nights.
Yes.
Bring clothes to dress up in if you have the ability to do that. It's a lot of fun.
I'm excited.
And make sure you sign up for fetish dinner. It gets booked literally within the first 2 hours of the first day. So
first day.
Now they have it to where it's open about I think a week before the cruise. So keep an eye out on that because the fetish dinner is an experience that sells out every single time and everyone talks about it. We host it, so you'll definitely enjoy it. And yeah, definitely come.
Some of the workshops sell out too, and there are other things like excursions that sell out. Like our Jamaica Play Fest will probably sell out at some point. That event sold 400 or 500 tickets in the first day that they opened it up a couple weeks ago. It's a good idea to go find things that you want to do, and actually, if there are things you have to book, go ahead and do that well in advance as soon as they open up those apps.
Okay, I'm going to put the links to those apps in the show notes so that you're not going all over App Store, Google Play, wherever. So you can check the show notes for that. And I guess, Lee, I'm kind of laughing and smiling as you're going through this because I am not a planner. I think everyone on this call knows I am not a planner. I'm let's just do it. Let's just hey, I'll be here at this time, show up or don't. So I am definitely going to be sending this to my boyfriend and Dom. And I'm going to be tell me where we're going because he's the planner. He's the sit down.
Tell him to look up Carnivale Risqué on the list. And we typically teach anywhere between 4 to 12 classes depending on the cruise.
And I can vouch for that. Their classes are really good. I've been to a bunch of them already. But also don't feel bad if you don't plan. You can literally just sit and watch, the water go by. And I would be happy doing that too. So especially if I'm naked.
Just the elevator rides are fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They are.
Cool. There's no better elevator ride.
There's no better elevator rides than on this cruise.
Yes.
I am so glad you're saying all of this because Lee knows, and I think that everyone can relate. Before you invest in a new experience that you've never had before, it can be a little intimidating and sort of this is an investment. I could literally go anywhere in the world. What makes it worth it? And I don't know why, but as soon as you said even the elevator rides are exciting, I'm an extrovert. I do like talking to people, and I'm I might just ride the elevator a couple of times to meet people. I love meeting new people and chatting about things, even in that non-kinky context. It's going to be almost, it sounds like a kinky munch in ways, right? Because you're around like-minded people and you could talk about anything. It's not all kink and kink. I was just going to say that is one of my favorite things about the community and being part of it. The more I go back, sometimes the less I play because I'm catching up with friends and now I get to make new friends.
Yes.
We actually kick off the kink on like the very first hour of the cruise. We all get in our full latex outfits,
Folks.
hood and all, and welcome everybody on board.
So
I need
That's
to up my game in dressing. Like, I'm such a casual dresser. I'm like showing up with jeans and a t-shirt everywhere that I'm like, oh shit. Holy crap, that is so cool for everyone just listening and not watching. I mean, like, what am I? Is that a full, that's not actual latex, right? But it's a head.
That's me.
That's actual latex. That's
Oh
very
my
Yes.
gosh. Latex makes me feel a little restricted as it like, and I'm just like, whoa, that's a head to toe latex outfit with these amazing
We're all
horns.
yes. We love it. Like, it's only in all the 10 years, only one person has walked on ship and ran off when they saw me in 10 years. And it's funny because, you know, I'm who I am. I play hard on both sides, super dominant, super submissive, all of it. Obviously, when I'm dressed in that way, you know, I'm on my dom side, but I'm welcoming you. So I'm very much, hi, you know, welcome to the party. Are you ready to party? Come on, let's go. And then when she saw me and ran off,
she went, oh no.
my instinct was to run after her. Hold on, I'm nice. So now imagine this person running from me and I'm running after her.
Chasing her in that outfit, going, I'm nice, I swear.
You're gonna have the best time. In 10 years, only one person. The rest, everybody loves it. They're like, yeah, now we're ready. Our kind of party. This is it. So, and we get to see our kinksters come on board because it's like, are you one of us? Are you one of us?
Oh, yes. I love that because I think that is the other thing. There's a common misconception that doms are basically dominant through and through. There's a misconception that like anyone dressed in all black, holding even a flogger, they're going to be a dom 24/7. And that couldn't be farther from the truth because no one is who they are 24/7.
That's exhausting.
Yeah.
That's exhausting. Trying to...
That would be an amazing put on to be able to hold that. But like, we're still all just people, whether we're dom sub, we are humans trying to connect with people in different ways. So Lee, I've talked a lot about what's going on the cruise ship, and I'm excited about that. But like, Kinky Cruise does have its own excursions, right? To beaches, so you can touch land.
I had the idea of doing this Kinky Beach excursion, and the Bliss Cruise people, and again, I love them to death. We partnered on this because we just had such great energy, and they love the idea of making this open to the entire ship. And so we ended up going to Jamaica, and we found a beach club bar kind of place that has a really cool beach, and it's got like a lagoon it's almost like a swimming pool, a bar, and a big grassy area with palm trees, and it's really just a gorgeous location. And so we have taken over the entire space. We had this actually, Russell, the CEO of Bliss, had the idea of turning it into a festival kind of environment, which is just such a good idea because I mean, Jamaicans love festivals, and it's one of the things they do well, one of the many things they do well. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have we call it Jamaica Play Fest. The owners of the property are allowing us to have sex positive play tents, and we're going to have our full dungeon that we have at Kinky Caribbean there. There's going to be tents, and there's going to be swinger style play spaces with beds and full dungeon and a little workshop tent for workshops. There's going to be a live band and DJs. There's going to be a foam pit, food and alcohol's included. Woo! There's going to be beach loungers everywhere. It's going to be a full day. There's a marine park. The beach is on a protected marine park, so you can snorkel, you can kayak, paddleboard, that kind of stuff. There'll be fresh coconuts with water with straws in them, and massages.
There's almost too much to choose from. I'm like, how am I deciding how I fit all of this in?
Yeah, so that's going to be one day. That'll be in the ship goes to Montego Bay on I think the second or third day, and we'll do that party. That'll be all day. There'll be buses to pick everyone up, so it's just all inclusive, and you can just relax and enjoy yourself on the beach all day. And then the Bliss Cruise also has a beach party in Cozumel, and that will be a clothing optional party as well at a really beautiful beach that they found there. So 2 big beach parties.
So I could make one beach party, one where I do the snorkeling and everything like that, and then the other if I want that sort of sex positive experience, or vice versa. But the dungeon is only going to be in the Jamaica beach party. Is that correct? All right. Wait. I feel like you guys are going to be everywhere at all times.
We will be. So if you see us at any moment just zooming by with our glasses, we are just so hungry and so tired.
Yes, because it sounds like you guys barely sleep on these. If you're at all of these events and educating, you're nonstop.
That is correct.
You sleep
That
afterwards.
is correct. We sleep afterwards.
What is sleep, first of all?
I know. Well, I'm beginning to think I should like schedule in my sleep hours because I want to do all of these things too.
People who've already booked for the April cruise, they can also add the kinky package on top of it.
Oh,
So this
very
is
good
gonna
point.
be-
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually what I was talking about. I was more like how, like, if I want to go on this, what do I have to do to make it happen? Because there are a lot of people that signed up for this thing a year ago. We didn't announce Kinky Cruise until October. And there are people that might want to still join Kinky Cruise, but they already booked a room. So if you go to kinkycruise.com, you're signing up for a package that includes a room. It's like a whole package. It includes a bunch of other stuff that's part of Kinky Cruise. But if you've already booked a room on the Bliss Cruise, you can buy an add-on package and still join as if you bought it through us. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, except so what could have happened is I could have booked not through Kinky Cruise. I did book through Kinky Cruise, but I
Right.
could have booked through Bliss maybe 6 months ago before I even knew you, Lee. And now I'm finding
Yeah.
out there's this kinky thing. What's the difference? Like, why should I sign up for the kinky package?
Yeah. You can probably just reference the homepage of the website, which lists a bunch of stuff that's included with Kinky Cruise that you don't get if you just booked through Bliss. But I would say being part of the niche group and having access to the group activities and the group connections is the key thing. It's kind of like safety in numbers or being your authentic self with people who are also the same as you. But it also has some key perks. You get the Jamaica Playfest included, which is $165 per person if you bought it on the cruise ship. So if you hadn't booked through Kinky Cruise, you would have to pay for that. You also get access to workshops that are typically expensive. There are some free ones, but most like Carnivale Risqué charges sometimes $150 or more a couple. It ranges, but all the presenters charge something per workshop. Kinky Cruise gets you a slate of kinky workshops that are either free or $15 a person. So at the end of the day, you could save a lot of money if you just go to a workshop or two, just right there. But then there's a bunch of other stuff too that's on the website. There's a gift package. You get a custom necklace with your name on it, stuff for your door, t-shirt, all that kind of
Like
stuff
the
too. And then
cruise
we'll have,
experience.
yeah,
But-
and then we'll have our own chats and our own meet and greets. So we have a pool party the night before, a rooftop pool party at
The night before we go
Yeah.
on the ship.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of ways to connect. That's what we do. We try to create ability to connect.
It's always recommended before you go on a cruise, you show up the day before. And the kinky package, you have an option to do a hotel party the night before, right?
Right. We call it Kinky Hotel just for funds. But we have, so the package, if you get the hotel through us, then it includes all of your transportation. So you get to the airport, there's a hotel shuttle, and then the next morning there's a shuttle to the cruise port, and then we have the rooftop pool reserved for meet and greet that night, so everybody we'll already be connecting ahead of that through like a Discord chat, and then we'll meet in person there. And then on the cruise, there's going to be an app on the ship where we'll have our own chat group as well.
Okay, so there's so much, and that actually sounds like it alleviates a lot of the figuring things out because you'll have that shuttle from the hotel to the cruise.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that alone.
Our goal is to
for
make
me-
it so you don't have to think. You just show up. We got
It's
you.
like perfect.
I literally am. I'm like, thank God, because like the logistics are. I'm not the logistics queen. Okay, that sounds really good and fun. Oh, okay, you can relate.
Yeah, I'd show up. I do great at showing up.
Else, me too. Like, I'll wing it. I'll show up and be ready, but like, God forbid, don't make me organize a bus, a taxi, a plane ride. None. All right. Tank, Ellez, Obsidian, Lee, I have had so much fun. I am not just calm about the cruise now. I am genuinely excited. I can't wait to go outfit shopping for all of these parties to level up my wardrobe. Is there anything else? Any parting remarks, things you want to tell me before we meet up on that cruise in real life?
Well, it was towards the cruise. I did want to say a beautiful thing that a lot of people don't get to see is our dynamic outside of as presenters, but as a couple and as a throuple. So it's beautiful because on the cruise, you're going to be able to see us as presenters and also in our own polyverse, us as a throuple together and how our dynamics are as tops, as bottoms, as doms, as subs, and through. So I think it's going to be really beautiful. And I just wanted to share that as well. Like if you wanted to learn more about us outside of Carnivale Risqué and us as a throuple, as people, as humans, as connectors, follow our polyverse. And thank you so much for having us on here. And I would love to chat with you more about that as well.
I'm like, okay, this always happens every episode. Like we're about to close and I'm like, wait, earlier in the episode, I was thinking like, I am very curious about the lifestyle they personally lead, their relationships. So you identify as a throuple. Like we're just going to get into this right now. We're going to take 5 minutes before this ends. Let's go. So you are a throuple. How did you all meet?
Ellez is my wife of 11 years, and we met at a place called the Fetish Factory in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of it. Never been.
Yes.
Okay.
So she used to work there, and I used to be one of the premier players.
Hey.
So you met in real life, living your authentic lives, and you met
We did.
and got married.
We got married 9 months into dating. We got married and we started Carnivale Risqué like that year.
Yeah, that year later.
We've been married, business partners, and living the BDSM lifestyle all at the same time. And I feel like through our exploration and, you know, all the years, we weren't like an open couple, as in like romantically, let's date others, but we did have other submissives. We had submissives that served us, that we played with throughout the years. And after many years, I met her at a lesbian festival called Girls in Wonderland.
Okay.
Shout out to Pandora.
And we like just connected in such a way that it was honestly my first time connecting with someone on a on a see eye to eye, not just like serve me, submit to me type of energy. It was kind of like, oh, I really like her.
Yeah.
And not just that, like she also pulls out like the submissive in me, and that doesn't happen with other women. So that already I was like, oh wait, what's going on? Fast forward to today, I now have 2 daddies.
Love it.
I've been married to him for 10 years. I've been dating her for 3 years, and we've been living together for like 2.5 years.
Oh, we live all together.
We live together
daily.
Yes.
There's gonna have to be another episode. Like that's all I can say right now because I have 400 questions. So I want to encourage everyone, if you are interested in the cruise, if you have questions for the next episode that I will have with Carnivale Risqué, please put them in the comments here because I want to know what you want to know. And I have a ton of my own questions. I'm announcing this without consent. I want to make sure. They did say though that they would come on again. So
Of course.
For an open book.
I love it. Thank you for coming here and being an open book with me and all of our listeners. I really appreciate it. And I'm super excited to see you all in a few months.
Yeah.
Super excited to see you. Yeah.
So much. And Amanda, if your listeners want to come on our cruise, we would love to have them. We have a few more rooms left. It's going to sell out. I think it's past 90% booked right now, but it's not too late. They did release some interior cabins, which are a little bit less expensive, and they can sign up at kinkycruise.com. And I think you also have a code that you can give them.
If you do want to go, I have a special discount code for the Kink Consultant podcast listeners. Go to kinkycruise.com and you can use code TKC50 for $50 off each person. So that's $100 off your vacation for a room of 2 people, but that can also go up to a room of 4 people for $200 off. All right. Oh, I love that excitement. Thank you for whoever got excited. I was so focused on the message.
Yeah.
You guys are so much fun. You have injected so much fun into my day just through this conversation. I'm going to have a great kinky rest of my day, and I hope you all do as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I just want to say before we leave, for those of you who are watching, please come out to our events. Come kink out with us, learn from us, party with us, get to know us. We're excited to teach you, host you, and just be a support for your kinky journey.
Just be you.
And where can I find you guys, Carnivale Risqué? Like, if I just want to obsess over you guys for a while, where can I find you? Is there a website, Instagram page?
Yes. Website, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We have it all. Our email, info@carnivalerisqué.com. Everything. You'll be able to find us for sure. However way you search us up, whether it's through Carnivale Risqué, whether it's through Polyverse, whether it's through the Leatherwork, whether it's through Lee and Concations, Kinky Caribbean, whether it's through Bliss Cruise, we're on all of it.
And that is Carnivale Risqué. Carnival with an E at the end, RISQUE.
Because we fancy.
And on that note, thank you all so much.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with anyone who might find it interesting. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future episodes, feel free to reach out. Email info@thekinkconsultant.com. Until next time, keep on kinking on.